Okay, sups. We are going to now start Crash 3, which in my opinion is the best Crash Bandicoot in the series, just by a bit. One thing that makes it better than Crash 2 is part of the replayability and the powers, because you actually get relics. There's actually a new edition of items you gather, and that's relics, and then like time trial things. Kind of cool in that. I don't know how loud this game's going to be compared to 2, so I'm just going to see what happens. And also, this game introduces the Crash thing. You know how like Sonic 3 gave its victory jingle, like the I love this whole concept of bashing the box open and then, revealing the title. Oh my god, there's like 2 Crashes and 2 Cocos. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Alright, I'm pressing start. And this is the piece on the Cortex Vortex from the 100% ending of Crash 2. I noticed in Australia they missed out Tasmania. They must really hate that place. That can't be good, can it? Uh-oh, someone's free and that isn't going to be good. Playing a few yo-yos. Did that mask just talk? Great job, Coco. Just leave your laptop out, not like it's going to get broken or anything. And as you may notice, there's also a guy in the background. And the evil mask is Uka Uka. Well, I'll explain in a minute. Well, arguably, even though Cortex built the Cortex Vortex, Crash destroyed it. So effectively, Crash released Uka Uka. Way to go, Crash. And there's Crash little thing. Why are you smiling, Crash? Evil's coming. You're not meant to be smiling. Crash Bandicoot, the only hero that ever smiles in evil times. Never takes it seriously. How the hell did you know that? And yeah, we are at the warp room. I'm going to immediately turn the music options on, No wait, why do I want to do that? Also, there's powers in this game too, which drop after every boss, and there's still 42 gems. Actually, I might turn that in there. So yeah. If you got this on like PlayStation 3, you can now use the analog stick instead of having to use the D-pad all the time, which is kind of nice. And also, Coco is also joining us on our adventure and going on various levels. Why can't you let me in? Damn electric security fences. So yeah, you have to actually beat the boss to get to this one. And instead of like going on a little platform and going up, it's all here. So yeah, basically same moves as Crash 2. Basically. This time to enter a level, you must hit the button and then the little portal thing appears and you just jump in.
Crash, crash, crash. Why must you always muck in my mud? Oh, look, I have a mask of me, too. We will find out which one is more powerful soon enough.
I believe that would be my mask, damn you, Cortex. So yeah, the little evil mask is Uka Uka, who was released effectively by Crash, technically. Way to go, Crash, you just screwed us all. And yeah, he's Aku Aku's evil brother, who Aku Aku basically locked him away because he was all evil and all. And since Crash has gathered all the gems and crystals in the present time, and I think he might just keep them while Aku Aku sealed them away. So yeah, the only solution is to go through time and get them, using the help of the little figure that the blue guy, who will be revealed later. Oh yes, the little changing block thing. If you don't get that, the roller will get a little faster. But if you don't get it in time, it will turn to a stone block and render unbreakable. Which means you effectively can't get the gem. So the only solution to solve that is basically killing yourself. And Aku Aku returns as ever being your health bar, basically. And also the bonus rounds, they don't have like the unique themes, they just follow the Crash Free theme. And the time we're in now is basically the medieval times. You know, all the swords and back when chivalry existed. Well, still does, but not as much. Ah yes, and a huge improvement over the last game is that when you hold triangle, they not only tell you the boxes, but they tell you how many's in the level. Like there's 42 in here, so you know where they all are. So you know how much there is, instead of having not have a fainting idea. So if you're like hitting the end of the level and you don't see any boxes around and you don't have all of them, then no. Also the bonus round does this too. But yeah, same moves as Crash 2, except the little high jump thing like here, it's not really useful anymore. Because there's a new power that actually makes that pretty much useless. Also, the items you get make a sound like this. Make it. If it's got a question mark, you'll get apples. If it has nothing, it just breaks, nothing happens. Occasionally there'll be a life or an Aku Aku, and in one case a TNT. And here's a gem. Now I'm sure you noticed the little blue item. That's what we call the relic. And you basically have to complete the level in a set amount of time, and there's also boxes that freeze the timer. But there's a power up after being the final boss that allows to make it so much easier, which I'm gonna wait until it happens. Although some levels, you know, you don't use the power up. And also returning with the punny names, you know, under pressure. So yeah, normally Crash can't swim, but with his diving suit he can now. He suffers from sonicitis. That's what I name it. So yeah, avoid the bombs and that. This little thing's electrical, so don't touch it. I'm not sure what exact period the underwater is. I'm gonna say sometime when they explore, you know. It's sunken ship, so I might try to think it. I'd rather think it would more Pirate Age, or maybe. So my favourite timeline in this game is actually in the fifth warp room, which is a shame. Ooh. Yes, so if you move around, you like paddle, and if you press X repeatedly, you go faster. This thing here, if you get hit, you'll lose it, which can render you sometimes not be able to get damage. The only thing that can break the coral is this little thing. You can press the circle to do a little speed up, but I wouldn't actually do it, since it's basically going to run you into an enemy for sure. So press X or square to, shoot the little torpedoes. And I'm already on 10 lives. And there's 92 boxes in this level, instead of having to find out the end of the level. And this game has a 105 completion rate, as you might have saw in the title. For some reason, 100% isn't enough now. They give you 105%. Oh yeah, even though I hit the Aku in the thing, when you're like riding a vehicle or playing as Coco, you can't actually come invincible, because usually you would. So just bear that in mind. And yeah, there's Under Pressure. What are we at now? 12 minutes. Usually in Crash 2 I did like 2 levels, but I might do a 3rd level. In fact, this game's actually much quicker than Crash 2 in my opinion. And here's our first ever playable level as Coco. Because for some reason Crash can't enter it, so Coco must. In Control of Cortex, like, when Crash goes down a little vortex thing, Coco just bumps into like a... So yeah. For some reason Coco gets a jump, and this is like only in the firing areas. There's no like spin attack or anything. She does get one Crash Bash. And Morph Cortex, she gets a little karate kick, and Circle does like a little slidey kick thing. So anyway, this game's version of the riding is riding a tiger named Pura. You press like square, you hold square to run faster or circle, but I wouldn't in the sake of getting boxes. I'm just hoping I'm not dying. What the? Okay, now I have to go murder myself, unfortunately. And Coco shares all of Crash's lives. In Morph Cortex, like when you're playing as Coco, they give like a little face, of Coco's face instead of Crash's. So if you miss one box, you're gonna have to, go back and get it. And there's 51 boxes in this level, and the time period we're in now is when the Great Wall of China's being built. As you can see, there's like a gazillion holes in this level. For some reason, when you end the level, you have an option to actually commit suicide. If you missed a box or anything. I guess it's that reason. Well, they did that with Crash too, when the polar float flung Crash across the valley. So yeah, Coco gets an occasional visit, You know what? I'm just going to do the whole warp room in a part. It just looks that way. It just looks that way. And look, it's tiny. So if you remember Tiny from the last game, he's the first boss now. He's been downgraded. Because Ripper and the Komodo Bros don't appear. And this structure looks oddly familiar. Even if we're in the, prehistoric age. We don't run forward, we run back. So yeah, first game had Boulder, second game had Boulder and a giant bear. And now you get chased by a dinosaur. And don't touch the lava, obviously. Instead of multiple bowls and multiple bears, they just, rest up there. And then once you run far enough, you'll... And yes, watch out for the little pterodactyl thingies. Because they'll lift you up and... In fact, there's actually a secret that involves the pterodactyls later in the game, which I'll show you. And this time he doesn't chase you because, it's curving. Now, if I didn't die, I would have had my invincibility. And yes, those are TNTs. They count down, so don't be next to them. Or you will get hurt. Unlike the Mario games, the lava doesn't instantly kill you. It just takes a bit of health. And this grass slows down, so just spin it. And as we don't have the red colour gem, we can't go on its path. But we can still get the box gem. And the little bouncy apple crate boxes, they now give 2 apples at a time, so they'll take 5 hits to break. One thing I always like to do is when there's a stuck up box, I like them to hit on Crash's head. It's just a Crash 1 thing. So make sure you don't break this box or else you won't be able to get it. Unless you've got the second boss's power up. And we're on 21 lives already. You know what I don't get is why Cortex, can't just get the crystals himself. I mean, they're lying in plain sight. They're basically saying, come get me, evil guys. Dear people who want world domination, please come and steal my crystals. Signed, whoever the hell just made them. I mean, that's what I seriously wonder. Seriously, everything wants to kill Crash in this bloody age. Sorry, I couldn't resist the box. Even though the dinosaur does get them, watch out for the nitros. You touch them, you'll get hurt. And yes, the end of the level is actually the little time portal thing that has that shows the save screen. 19 minutes. Well, I may as well just complete the whole warp room in one part. Because, I don't like leaving one level to, apart. And yes, we're in the pirate age now, it's more noticeable. Because there's ships and that. And there's a little Cortex head. which I forgot to mention to you. And we're playing as Coco again. So don't hit the bombs, duh. And yes, when you go through the times, there's like the lab assistant guys that basically take over the area. But yeah, they don't grab the crystals. Logic fail. Now, watch out for these little bomb things, guns. And don't hit that guy with the boat. Also, the checkpoints, when you hit them, they make a noise too. They make like a... Getting the crystal, because, you know... Yeah, and you can actually, you know, control your jump, which is nice, because, you know, so you don't ultimately screw up. Did I get that box? I'm not actually too sure. Did I get it? Yeah, I did. I wasn't too sure. But trust me, there's nothing worse than getting to the end of the level and there's no boxes. Because in most levels' cases, going back is impossible with some levels. Like the dinosaur level. As Coco's levels do not have bonus rounds or anything, they actually make the levels much quicker. And there's no like death fruits. And when you get the 5th crystal, you'll see the Tiny's boss battle, because you actually can't do any other level until you've beaten it. And Coco only gets one boss in the entire series to actually verse, besides the spin-offs. I didn't steal him, you just left him there. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not. You're the one who basically didn't collect the crystals, who were conveniently lying around there. And Cortex is actually watching the fight. And you're in the Roman Colosseum. So being demoted to the first boss, he basically makes the same mistake as in Crash 2. He'll always try to go for you, so you just dodge him, really. And then once he pulls his trident down, you just spin him, and now you dodge the little lion things. Which kind of makes sense. If you don't have any Aku Akus, it will, like, eat you. So, just do this 3 times, and he's over. Or you dodge the lions 2 times. Oh, get a job, crowd. Not my fault I'm kicking your butt. Wait, it actually is. Come on, Tiny, weak ass. And he's dead. Or down, you know. Hey Cortex, what's up? And this is your first power-up in the game. It's the Supercharged Body Slam, which is absolutely pretty much useless. For a more powerful belly flop, press the X button to jump and then the circle button at the top of the jump. And Crash does his little Crash dance because, you know, he's awesome like that.
Well done, children.
The Master's talking again.
You have unlocked the gate to the next time travel area. Go back to the center of this time twister and save your progress if you wish.
I don't want to save my progress. That's just ruins all the fun. Hey, you did absolutely nothing, so... Anyway, let's save the game, because, you know... Oh yes, and since this is my recording memory card, your empty will have like an empty storage. What should I name myself? I'll just name myself. Because there's no numbers in this game for some reason. Can't give yourself cool numbers. And yes, when you, instead of doing your normal belly pop, you get like a little, you spin around and it creates a shockwave, which can hit boxes. You can actually hit a nitro crate from this distance, and very rarely you can actually survive. If you don't have enough Guaku, that is. And yes, then this is now open. But in reality, this power-up's kind of useless. It's only really to break the reinforced boxes, but you can actually do that in Crash 2 without the power-up anyway. I commit suicide! No, I just can't. You actually can't.